Yukikaze Gaming. Tonight we're going to be playing some more Umamusume. There are new banners out today, and the first main thing that we're going to be doing, because one of the banners is the rerun of Kitasan Black, as well as El Condor Pasa Strength card, which are both meta cards, Kitasan being the most meta of all cards. I'm going to blow all of my stored up carrots, or gems as you may know them from other similar gacha games, to pull probably a full 200 pulls, if not more. Because at 200 pulls, you spark the banner, which means that you get a guaranteed pull of one of the two cards from the banner. Also out today is a brand new Uma. She definitely has some interesting fashion sense, but she's not super meta, and I'm not going to be pulling for her. Once we complete the scouting that we're going to be doing, I will move on to probably doing some grinding for the upcoming Scorpio Cup. Especially now that I'll have my support cards hypothetically in some kind of order, I should be able to make a much more powerful deck and get to work on building some proper Umas for that. I am kind of terrible about not building proper parents for the CMs, which is probably one of the main things holding me back besides the lack of meta support cards, in terms of being able to actually get, like, gold and platinum enemies. I did just get silver in the one yesterday. I did make it to the final round, but I did bomb and get third place in the final round, unfortunately, which is the lowest ranking. Alright, so here's our banner that we're going for. We'll start with the once daily discounted one pull. And then we'll start blowing some of these tickets real quick here. Oh! I was not expecting to get the card from the other banner. What? Okay. Well, at least it's an SSR on our second pull. I just need to double check and make sure I'm pulling on the right banner here. I am. Okay. Yeah, so the other banner that's happening is this one, and that's where that card is from. It's one of the brand new cards. And I apologize, my voice just does not seem to be cooperating with me tonight. I'm very congested. That SSR I pulled, I'm not sure if it's really useful for anything. I do know it's not one of the meta cards, but I think I recall it's kind of decent. Just not really worth, like, blowing your gems on, especially with this other banner that's like an absolute must pull or it ruins your account banner going on at the same time. um... Excuse me. Oh, yeah, that was a lot of coughing. I thought I muted the mic. I'm sorry. Alright, moving on to 10 polls. Unfortunately, all these rare and SR cards I already have capped out, so these really aren't helping me much. I maybe needed one more copy of that Agnes Digital, but that's pretty much it. There was also one rare card that looks like they just added it. That I got a new copy of, but... Jeez, I'm so congested. But that one, is not gonna be of any use to me. Rare cards are, generally speaking, pretty useless. There's, like, maybe one or two exceptions, but they're very rare. I am not having great luck so far, by the way. SSRs are a 3% pull rate. So on average, you should get one about every 3 10 pulls. I swear I've gotten more copies of Seeking the Pearl than any other SR card. Alright, an SSR! And it is Tazuna, who's not a bad card to have, but she does really need to be MLB, and I don't think that's going to happen for me anytime soon. She's also not that useful in the current, the current, career mode, but I understand she'll become relevant again in the future, maybe? Definitely not the SSR we were hoping for. Oh, a new SR. Or, new SSR. No, SR. Well, a lot of SRs on this pull, at least, I guess. Not that I really need most of them. Fine Motion Strength card. Weird. Oh, that's right, she was added a couple banners ago. Okay, we're halfway through our pulls, and nothing that we need so far. None of the cards that we were hoping for. None of the banner SSRs. We're also below average on our pulls here, with only 2% pull rate on SSRs so far. Less than that, technically. I'm going to be most disappointed if I find myself having to double spark this banner. Especially since I'm already dipping into paid gems to spark it once. I'm having terrible luck so far. I should have gotten like 4 or 5 SSRs by now. Statistically. And statistically, at least one of them should have been Akita-san Black. This is brutal. These pulls are awful. That is not the right Akita-san Black. The game is just mocking me now. Interesting, another new SR that I haven't seen before. Yet another pull with no SSRs. I better get a pull that has, like, 3 SSRs in it or something at this rate. Maybe I'm paying the price for my good luck early on in the game. I'm at close to 1% currently on my pull rate. Alright, there we go. 1.5%. How did I know that the double SSR rare El Condor Passa would lead into the SSR El Condor Passa? Or is it Passa? I'm really not sure. Well, at least she's a good card. And, I already had her at, like, 2 MLB, so this puts her relatively close to being fully MLB'd. Alright, there's an SSR. I want to point out that I had really awful luck on the Rice Rico banner, too, and had definitely sub 3% pull rate on that as well. Oh, here we go, now we're talking. A Biko Pegasus, that's super useful, actually. I do have a 2LB Biko Pegasus currently, and I run it a lot. So I am not complaining about having another copy of that. That, however, is not what I wanted. And time to exchange for our guaranteed. We're actually... You know what? It might, just in case, it might technically make more sense. Because I can keep pulling. It might make more sense to keep pulling for the next spark before I do in my exchange. Just in case something really weird happens, and I pull like 4 Kita-san Blacks on it, and want to finish off my El Condor Passa with it instead. It's not likely, but it could happen. It's a Tono Diamond. I don't know if she's useful for anything, to be honest. Which means she's probably not particularly useful for anything. Alright, well, unfortunately, I'm going to need some more carrots. So I'm going to put myself on BRB. Okay, we didn't quite do the math there, but, that should be enough for a significant amount of additional poles. Still feeling a little bit scammed here. Okay, it's an SSR at least. It's not a good one, but it's an SSR. Okay. Some of the Halloween cards. I'm feeling pretty cooked here, chat. Just brutal. Alright, so we need about 90 more pulls. Wait, that's not right. Which is about 13,500 carats. Another pull of no SSR. Oh, what do we get? Finally, Akita-san Black, our first one! Absurd. 333 pulls in, we get our first Kita-san Black. That is such terrible luck. Okay, a second one. So that brings me to 2 MLB, which means worst case, at this point, I finish sparking this banner, and I have the resources to finish Kita-san off. I only had to double spark the banner again. Well, she's not the worst. Definitely not what I was hoping for, but not the worst. I've run the other copy of her that I have before. Truly painful. Oh wait.
L はフォローも世界最高です。お手伝いどーっと来い。
Okay. Okay. So I can use. I can use just those two to max out Kita-san, actually.
雪が降って積もったら一緒に雪彼が支えてあげる。
壁越えさせてもらうぞ。やるからには容赦しないぞ。
もっともっと頼っていいからね。技術を使う時が来たよね。お手伝いどーっと来い。
And we're just gonna immediately level her up.
気をつけするよ。エルがサポートしてあげます。
やるからには容赦しねえぞ。
ご奉仕させていただきます。ただんだ。
I think she's actually used sometimes. Like, I think in the current CM, she's one of the cards that you can use for certain decks.
行き止まりなんて。ああ、ですよ。たくさん甘えていいですよ。私強くね？いける？私でもお力になれたでしょうか？これが正義の友情パワーだ！
This right here will make my life so much easier.
助けに来たぞ！とマーベラス！
I did, to be fair, need one more copy of this card, so it's not bad that I got that. I had a copy of this already? I don't even remember that. And it speaks to how not used that card is. Apparently Kita-san's rival, since Kita-san appears in this card and she appears in Kita-san's card. So right now what I'm trying to do is decide what to use my, my ticket and my upgrade stone on. The front candidates are, get one final copy of El Condor Pasa to fully MLB her. Super Creek is always good to level up, but she's pretty at the start here. I could also finish off Rice Shower. I'm pretty sure I want to use one of them on Biko Pegasus to get that fully MLB. I could do Rico, but it's not strictly necessary. That's more of a kind of like, I'm just so mad that I didn't MLB her double sparking her before. Okay, I think I need to kind of plan this out in a window here. That is not the right window. Here we go. Sorry for the kind of dead air while I plan this out. Oh, and another possibility is Fine Motion. I don't have her really upgraded at all at the moment, but she's a very, very strong card. Who is frequently used, not even for things that she gives the proper skill for. Okay, did I miss him? Like, Biko is a near certainty because I run her in pretty much every deck. Like, aside from Kita-san, she's probably the best speed card just for stats. Am I filtering this? I think I might be filtering it. Oh, Super Creek. With Super Creek and Fine Motion is I would only be able to get them to 2 LB, whereas Biko, Rice Shower, and El Condor Pasa, I can get 2 of them to 4 LB. Whoa! At max MLB, Biko has 20 training effectiveness? That's insane! That might be the highest on, like, any card. At least right now. Okay, I'm gonna assume Fine Motion and Super Creek are probably out for the moment. Especially because Fine Motion does have another upcoming banner of her own. Probably get going from 3 to 4 LB Rico. 15 more initial stamina. 2 points of initial friendship gauge. 2% race bonus. 2% fan bonus. 3% event effectiveness, so she'll give a little bit more stats and, Wait, no, the other thing is a separate stat for her, isn't it? Yeah, event recovery is its own stat, so that remains flat. But she will give a little bit more stats. Failure protection and energy cost reduction remain the same. Yeah, so there's nothing super crazy that you get from upgrading her. Biko, on the other hand... doubles initial friendship gauge from 15 to 30, which is huge. 2% additional race bonus, 2% additional fan bonus, 2% more training effectiveness. So those are some pretty decent things that Biko gets. Got Rice Shower. I'm pretty sure Rice Shower gets, 5% training effectiveness, which is pretty legit. So it's kind of a question of, do I finish off Rice Shower, or do I finish off El Condor Pasa? El Condor Pasa also gets another 5% training effectiveness, but her total training effectiveness is 10 instead of 15 at fully MLB. Oh, interesting. Rice Shower doesn't come with any mood effect. El Condor Pasa also gains 2% race bonus and 2% fan bonus. But on the other hand, since I don't have a fully upgraded... Since I don't have a fully upgraded Super Creek, the only other place I can get the skill that she has is Rice Shower. El Condor Pass is probably more useful overall in the long term, or being specifically a power card, but Rice Shower fits this weird niche for giving stamina as a power card and her gold recovery skill. Yeah, this is a tough one. Okay, well, I think what I do at the very least is I'm using the ticket for Biko Pegasus, since that's more limited in what you can use it for.
まやキラキラな達成確認を忘れずにな雪が降って積もったら一緒に雪だるま作ろう共同作業だよトレーナーちゃんあなたとウマ娘のあんたには私
Oh darn, I could have collected some free gems here. Alright, whatever.
今日の主役は当然だ たには私の見られ達成確認を忘れずにな。イベントが始まっ今だけ特別な条件の募集が来ている。
Oh, transfer request opened too.
雪が降って積もったら一緒に雪だるま作ろう。共同作業だ。
Meant to click on this one.
精霊活
イベントミッションはこちらでガス。何から始めればいい？イベントいらっしゃいませ。どうぞごゆっくりご覧ください。わかったよ。あら、これが正義の友情パワーだ。
Burning through all the resources I've stockpiled here. An alarming rate. Okay, I think I'm going to do rice shower. And my logic for that is... well, what I already mentioned, plus El Condor Pasa and Kitasan Black will both kind of become phased out at the same time by the release of the El Condor Pasa speed card that kind of replaces Kitasan Black. And also, there's a chance I could end up earning some carrots and doing a couple more rolls on this banner before it's over. And who knows if I'll maybe pick up another El Condor Pasa in the process. Now, eventually, I will earn more of these. I've already earned several fragments, and you need 20 of them to construct another one. Pretty much burned all of my SP now. The other thing is, now that I have Kitasan Black, I have more flexibility in who I borrow. I don't have to borrow Kitasan every time anymore. which will change my deck compositions pretty significantly.
トレーナーちゃん通所いい？ほら幸せのお裾分けってライスのこと見ててね。
Now the question is, are people more likely to borrow Rice Shower or Pico Pegasus? I feel like Pico Pegasus is more likely to get borrowed. But it would be cute to do Rice Shower and Rice Shower, so maybe I'll do that at least temporarily. While Rice Shower is still some kind of relevant. Had some really bad runs with my Ano Top Gun. I kind of actually intentionally failed them because they started off so bad. And she has the Get 10,000 Fans quest that you can kind of intentionally fail. We've all gone to live at a farm upstate.
エントリーですか？皆さん頑張りましょう。かっ飛ばすわよ。ライスたちの勝ちだね。かっ飛ばすわよ。そんな。
Upgrading all those cards did increase my support bonus by almost 0.5%, which isn't bad.
雪が降って積もったら一緒に雪だるま作ろう。共同作業だよ、トレーナーちゃん。バクシンバクシンバクシンバクシンバクシンバクシンバクシンバクシンバクシンシンバクシンバクシンバクシンバクシンバクシンバクシンバクシン。イベントが始まってるよ。エースオブエース目指して。
Alright, back to our career in progress. And then we'll switch to some new careers, using some of the new cards,
忘れないよう
and
に
see how much better we can do.
頑張ります。走りでは誰にも。
So right now, Biko starts for me at 0 friendship. She'll now be starting at 30, which is a huge improvement, because I spend a lot of my early game in these runs just trying to get her friendship built up. And, like, focusing her instead of other cards because she's so far behind.
行きます。
And she has such a huge impact when she is online,
このまま成長して。
which will now be even bigger.
頑張ります。 走りではやりましょう。 いつでも走れます。
Power is almost universally better to have than guts.
頑張ります。
At least when you're comparing the same quantity. Now this current deck I have doesn't give me a ton of wit. So I think I actually go wit here, since it does give me more wit than it would give me speed.
いい風。
And I don't have any use for that Moxie ability.
行きます。
Alright, Okay, yeah. Speed and power versus guts and wit, no contest.
走りでは誰頑張ります すごく頑張ります 走りでは誰始めますね
Guts isn't really what we want to train, but it does give us a lot to work with there. Basically, we were doing that for the friendship increase on all the cards that were there, as well as the, higher amount of unity trainings than we had available elsewhere. Yeah, we definitely want the 30 energy from this. Like, the only time that we wouldn't take that is if our energy were already maxed out.
いつでも走れます
Especially since that card's not actually in our deck, so we don't care if the event chain ends.
頑張りますすごく爽やか始めますね調子は良さそうですこの日のために調整してきましたから今日は
注目の一番人気8番サイレンス
気持ちよかった
Should probably look up what her, what her hidden event is, because I don't remember. I think she has 2 of them? Maybe? Okay, one of them is just winning 6 or more graded races in a row. That shouldn't be too difficult. Oh, and without breaking the streak, win the Tenno Show Autumn senior year. Which, I don't think that requirement actually exists. At least it doesn't seem to for Mayano Top Gun. Win the Mainichi Okan Senior. Maybe it doesn't count as a secret event for her? Oh no, it's the one that gives Runaway. Okay. Okay, so the Runaway one is just from the street. Okay.
走りでは誰にも負けたくないんです。だからぜひ厳しいトレーニングを。今日はどんなコースを走れるのか楽しみです。
Now, I am going to do the speed training just because I think I'm yet to actually get her online,
始めますね。
which will get my mood improved. And I really need to start getting her, like, gates unlocked.
行きます。少し。
Yeah, I'm taking that speed training.
bsviewers.streamview.com. Remove the space at D5TQCSBF.
Being hammered. Some of these other ones are tempting, or they would be if I didn't have such high failure rate, but I think I gotta go with this. Which might unlock her? Nope, no such luck. Should probably just rest this round. Oh, there we go. With Rico, you pretty much always want to choose the middle option on that first event, by the way.
忘れないようにしないと。 やりましょう。 このまませ。
Oh wait, is left-handed the run for this CM? I should probably have checked that first. Because I am building a front runner and I do need to pick up green skills for her. Hypothetically. Oh, it was one of them. Darn. That's not a bad training for it being just Kita-san. I think maybe I do Stam here? For the friendship.
始めますね。体が重い。
Kind of want the friendship here, but I should probably pop this blue ball. which will also set me up with another blue ball. Because I am coming up on the first Unity Cup, and my team is still not in a great position here.
力が出ない。走りたいのに。
We gotta get up to at least E rank.
頑張ります。 少しずつ。
I think I'm better off skipping this turn and getting some energy. Here I think I do speed, not because I want the skill off Biko, but because I want the extra friendship.
やりましょう。 走ってきてもいいですか？足がうずうずしてて。
Oh. Alright, yeah, we're going with that.
やるわよ。合体魔法。 いい風。
I mean, I am going to do that race. I just wanted to see what was available.
注目の一番人気7番サイレンス鈴鹿。
これは私だけの景色。 いい風。今日はどんなコースを走らせてくれますか？
It got late on me faster than hoped, so I'm actually going to wrap up here tonight. Unfortunately, I don't have the ability to go very late today. But I'll see if I can find somebody to raid real quick, and thank you so much for everybody for joining me today on Yukikaze Gaming. Hope to see you all again next time. Mata ne!
つでも走れます。もちろん今すぐにでも。走りでは誰にも負けたくないんです。だからぜひ厳しいトレーニングを。今日はどんなコースを走らせてくれますか？少しずつ実力が身についているように感じます。
We're gonna read Agent, who is currently playing, I'm not quite sure what, with Pix. It's like Hollow X-Break?
いつでも走れます。もちろん今すぐにでも。